All right, the watch list for Wednesday at GreatStockPicks.com. Autodesk ADSK. See a big head and shoulders forming here. It just broke below. You can hardly see it over my red line or behind my red line, but that purple line there is the 200-day. Closed below the 200-day, and if you look to the left, it's losing support. So this is a good candidate for something that has some room to fall. KIM, it's in a weak group and got rejected on this bounce by the falling 8-day. And it looks like it may come down and retest this 200-day. So a decent short setup in my opinion. Again, only on an intraday setup as we watch the market unfold. had a nice trade in this one today. Got in the low 820s and rode it up to the almost to 860, and the daily still looks good. That was a day trade for me, but this thing's pretty resilient, and I like this little pennant here, flag, whatever you want to call it. Looks good over the mid 860s tomorrow. Everything's going to depend on what the market does. And SRPT has room to run if it can break this long flag. Now, do I think that's going to happen tomorrow? Probably not. It may never happen, but it's really going to need to get above whatever this high was. Oh, I don't have the 40 point whatever. It's going to have to get above this little. We get through 40, I'd certainly pay attention to this one. This big, huge move back here was to 45. So this one could make a big move. Again, may not be tomorrow, may not be ever, but keep this one on watch tomorrow. Couple other things I'm watching, just in the background, if you will. BTU is really starting to get ahead of itself to the downside, but it looks like it still has room to fall. But keep your eyes on this. We might get a nice bounce in the coals one day. If you go out on the weekly here, you don't even see. I mean, it's at all the way back here in the carnage of 2008. I don't have the prices in front of me. Hold on. I just looked it up. Looks like the low was $16 in the 2008 carnage. $17.64 now. So again, that one just belongs in our notes. Around 16, we might get a nice bounce, so I'll be watching that one. Back to the daily here, and that's probably again not tomorrow. Just keep it on in your notes there. Q-Core had a huge gap up today and sold off all day. These can give a nice bounce after a gap up and then selling all day. A lot of shorts in this one. I was surprised somebody posted in chat that I think this was the one that was 40-something%. Just looked it up, 42% short in of the float in Q-Core. So that one had to scare some shorts, even though it sold off all day. Keep an eye on this one for a bounce one of these days. And again, we only take these with an intraday setup. CTRX had a nice gap up, closed near its lows. That's one. I don't love this one, but it's worth having on watch over the next few days for a potential bounce as well. And I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll quit babbling, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.